We are CHSTV, a student-led broadcast reporting live daily to our community.
Giving voices to the voiceless and providing current information to our viewers.
The #1 student-led broadcast in the country.
Student-led, student-produced, and shared with the community.
Sports live streams so you never miss the big moment.
To keep up to date with our daily news shows, you can find us at chstv.com every weekday at 10:28 a.m. See you there.
And you need to bleed that program. This is you, this is us, and this is Carlsbad.
Get it tight, get it tight, get it tight.
Sit back!
Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Carlsbad. It is a rainy Friday morning here, and we are just nearing the end of our school year. We have a couple more weeks, so hang in there. And it's actually a very special show for Tosh and I. It is our last time anchoring, so we're going to make it a great one. We're going to start it off with Val live with orchestra, and then we're going to have Claire live with our golf team. Tosh, what else do we have?
That's right. We're also going to have Madeline live with our girls lacrosse team. We've got Brooke on location to talk about some updates regarding the yearbooks. And finally, we have Jackson live on the Magic Window to talk about an upcoming fight between YouTuber Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Sounds like a great show. Let's get it started. My name is Sebastian Xanthopoulos.
I'm Tosh Carr.
And CHSTV starts right now. To start off the show this morning, we have a story about Clara, a lacrosse player here at CHS.
Lacrosse has had a huge impact on my life. It has honestly propelled my maturity a lot, I believe. I just love the adrenaline rush of playing well and just kind of the motivation to get back up if I fail. I think it's just such a fun energy in sport.
Clara Devlin is a senior at Carlsbad, and over the years, the relationships she's built playing lacrosse have shaped her high school experience.
My teammates mean the world to me, especially the high school team. All of the girls are super sweet. Everyone genuinely loves each other, wants to be around each other. There's competitiveness without envy. Everyone genuinely just wants to lift each other up.
This year, Clara and her team are at the top of their division, but it's not just about the title, it's also about redemption.
And so we're technically the top seed for Division I. That just really fuels our fire to win this year because we lost last year. We're doing so well this year. Our projection, we should win, and I think it's just been a huge chip on our shoulder.
And after playing the game for several years, Clara hopes to pass on some lessons she's learned throughout her journey to aspiring athletes that are looking to get into the sport.
My biggest piece of advice is just to not give up. It's not an easy sport to pick up. You're learning a lot of new skills. It's pretty overwhelming. Just stick with it and practicing your off time.
And whether it's the rush of the game on the field or the unforgettable moments with her teammates off of it, lacrosse has helped Clara with many aspects of her life. And as she nears the end of her high school career, she reflects with gratitude on the countless ways this sport has helped her along the way. Reporting for CHS-TV with photojournalist Tosh Carr, I'm Sebastian Xanthopoulos.
Once again, huge congratulations to our girls lacrosse team for their CIF championship. Seniors, textbook returns are coming up. Textbook returns are on Wednesday, May 29th during your English class, and if you have English on an even day, you'll return textbooks on Thursday, May 30th. Make sure to bring your books to your English class along with all library materials that are overdue. Senior activities may be withheld if all library materials are not turned in on time.
Come to GSA on Wednesday, May 29th to celebrate the end of the year and kick off Pride. There will be pizza, cookies, and Pride giveaways. Now we have Val live in the studio with band to talk about the upcoming spring concert. Val?
Yes, Tosh, good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Val, standing here live with orchestra and band to talk a little bit about their upcoming concerts. So when and where is your next concert?
Our concert is tonight at 6 o'clock in the CAC.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I heard you guys already had some concerts. How did those go?
Yeah, so on Wednesday, orchestra had our last concert for the year. It went super well. All the senior solos were really great.
Yeah, it's so cool. And lastly, why are these concerts so special?
Well, we had some CHS alumni come back and play with us, so it was lovely to see them. And then we also featured 3 senior solos.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Any shout-outs?
Shout out Quentin Blackston.
Oh, yeah, shout out Yusha Hashmi.
Shout out Michael Stutz, happy birthday.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. Anchors, back to you.
Thank you, Val and band. Sophomores that are signed up for AP US History need to stop by Mr. Isbell's classroom 8106 during lunch to check in and pick up a copy of the APUSH summer assignment. In addition to picking up the summer assignment, APUSH students will also need to check out the textbook from the library's textbook window during student breaks. Attention seniors, reunion photos are taking place at our local elementary schools. Seniors from Magnolia will meet on May 29th at 3:30, and Hope students will meet for their picture June 5th at 3 p.m. Jefferson, Pacific Rim, and Buena Vista students will all meet at 4 p.m. on June 5th.
For another break in the announcements, we have freshman reporter Claire live with some members of our golf team to talk about their state competition. Claire?
What's up, Lancers? I'm here with some members of our golf team. So how did your season this year go?
Our season went really well, and our highlight being winning the league tournament, and we're looking forward to the future of this program.
Awesome. It sounds like you had a great season, and I hear you just got back from regionals. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
We played well. We placed in the top half of the field, meaning there were 150 players, and we placed in the top 75.
Sounds like a great time. For next season, what would you most be looking forward to?
We'd be looking forward to getting better every year, and especially beating Torrey Pines in CIF.
Yeah, Lancers, make sure you congratulate golf on their great season. And do you guys have any shout-outs?
Shout out Finn Berg, period 1, photo 1.
Shout out period 1, Senior Hampton.
Shout out Leah Davies, period 1, Miss View, and I'll send it back to Tosh.
Thank you, Claire, and golf. Lancers, this is a reminder to be good citizens and respectful community members. Please do not park in the pool parking lot and block neighbors' driveways or mailboxes. Also, remember to pick up trash. Law enforcement will be monitoring the parked cars and issuing tickets or tows. Do the right thing, Lancers, and make it a great day.
Looking ahead into the summer of 2025, Ms. Girdich will be leading an education trip to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. The trip is open to any students from good standing from the graduating class of 2026. Please see Ms. Girdich in room 3214 if you would like more information or to apply for a spot on the trip. Next up, we have Madeline live with some members of our girls lacrosse team to give a recap on their season. Madeline.
Good morning, Carlsbad. So I'm here with some members of our girls lacrosse team. So being a senior and having your last and final season, how did it go for you?
Our final season was perfect. We ended up being D1 champions, and everyone just had a great season.
That's awesome. And being a sophomore going into your high school season of next year, what is your mindset for that?
To stay focused, keep hitting the wall, and practice for next year.
And being a junior right now, you're going to be a senior next year, and that'll be your last and final high school season. What is your mindset as well?
To work really hard in the off season to hopefully have a really good season.
Sounds great. And since your banquet was not too long ago, what was so special to you about that?
It was great to be able to celebrate all of my teammates, give props to all of my coaches, and then just kind of like celebrate. It's just a wonderful season, and signing off.
That's awesome. Do you guys have any shout-outs?
Kaylin Kloss.
Yearbook period 1.
Period 3 Hendricks.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Madeline. Volunteers are needed for Field Day for families with special needs on Sunday, May 26 from 10:30 to 1:30 at Holiday Park. Please contact Vicky at blueglasses.com for more info. Lancer Locker donations are needed. Donations can be dropped in the Lancer Locker basket in the front office.
If you're interested in playing girls flag football, there will be a Q&A session on Wednesday, May 29th at lunch in the old gym. Be sure to stop by if you're looking to get involved. Moving out of the studio, we're going to send it over to Brooke, who's live at location at the student store to give more information about yearbook sales. Brooke.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here in front of the student store to give you guys some info on yearbook sales. So currently, if you do not have a yearbook, there are currently about 200 yearbooks ready for pre-sale and pre-order. So if you don't have a yearbook, make sure and you want to save about $15 to $20, make sure you pre-order those now. They will be going off sale May 28th, which is next Tuesday, so make sure you get them now. And if you don't have a yearbook, you can purchase them in the student store at break, lunch, or before school, or you can order them online. There's a link on Student Square, and they are currently $80 with an ASB sticker and $85 without. And next week on distribution day, which is May 28th, they'll be going up to $100, which is a little pricey, so make sure you get them now before the price goes up. And if you guys are not sure if you have a yearbook already, there is a link to a list of everyone who's purchased a yearbook on Student Square. So if you aren't sure, make sure to go on Student Square and check out that link. That's all I have for you today, Carlsbad, and I'll send it back to the desk.
Thank you, Brooke. Now for our last segment of the show, we have Jackson on the Magic Window to give us an update on the boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Jackson, what do you have for us?
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Jackson Loria, live on the Magic Window to talk to you about the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Now, it's going to be held at the AT&T Stadium, which is the Cowboys football stadium. It can hold up to 80,000 people, but that number is nothing compared to how many people are going to be actually watching the fight. It's the first live sporting event on Netflix ever, and I think it's going to be potentially one of the most watched sporting events ever because it has potentially the greatest boxer of all time and Jake Paul, who is very popular on YouTube. Now, if you compare them when they were each 18, you can see Jake Paul looks a lot younger, a lot less developed. You can see he's not even considering, even thinking about boxing yet, while Mike Tyson is built and he's an absolute unit of a man. Now, they call Jake Paul the problem child for a reason. He is nothing but a problem for other big boxers. In my opinion, I don't think he can come even close to beating the Iron Mike Tyson. Now, recently they've had a press conference to try to bring up more hype and money for their event, their fight. And at that press conference, Mike Tyson insulted Jake Paul about a recent weight gain he had, as well as talked about his own confidence and seriousness about the fight. Jake Paul talked a lot about his own bold statements, claiming that he actually hit harder than Mike Tyson, and how this fight was only a stepping stone for his journey in the fighting world, and how he plans to one day win the world championship. Now, Mike Tyson is 30 years older than Jake Paul. At the time of the fight, he'll be 58 and Jake Paul will be 27. So he's a lot less agile, a lot less quick, and a lot easier to get knocked out. Now, Jake Paul's professional win record is 9 wins, 1 loss, and 6 knockouts. With that is a 90% win record. And then Mike Tyson's 50 wins, 6 losses, 44 of those wins were knockouts, 89.2% win record. They have a very similar win record, but Mike Tyson has a whole lot more experience. If you look at Jake Paul, he's a great fighter. He has great knockouts. He's very quick and agile on the pads. But when you compare him to someone like Mike Tyson, it doesn't even become close. When Mike Tyson was in his prime, you couldn't beat him. He had his infamous uppercut, and if you look down here, he bit Evander Holyfield's ear off. No normal person does that. He's psychotic, and he's psychotically good at boxing. Now, to wrap it up, we have Jake Paul slightly favored for the win. The fight is on July 20th. Tyson will be 58, Paul will be 27. All you need to watch it is a Netflix account. With all of that, shout out to Wyatt Nogel, and I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Jackson. Taking a look into Tuesday's show, we have a story on a VR experience here in Carlsbad. Adam Polmar reports.
VR is so transformative to whatever you want it to be.
No matter who you are, Escape to VR in Carlsbad offers a transformative experience for everyone to enjoy.
Make sure to tune in on Tuesday to watch that show and for more. Also, we have a few thank yous to give as well. This is our last show. I'd like to thank Mr. Green, Mr. Conan, Ms. Cohn. You guys have made this experience for Sebastian and I such an incredible 4 years, so I cannot thank you guys enough.
Yeah, like Tosh said, we can't extend enough thank yous to those 3 people, especially Mr. Green and Mr. Conan. They have done so much for us in continuing what we want to do after college. So thank you all very much. And for the last time, I'm Sebastian Ursanthopoulos.
And I'm Tosh Carr.
Have a good day, Lancers. Bye.